Everything. Yeah, I mean, after that first quarter, we didn't play any defense. I think it was 29 points in the second, 30 in the third, and 41 in the fourth. One-on-one containment. Doug McDermott killed us. Sabonis killed us. Fourth quarter, they had 6 offensive rebounds. So the very few times they did miss, they just pushed us around, much more physical than us. So yeah, disappointing loss.
The McDermott, I mean, he went ballistic in the fourth. Was that more of a communications issue?
I would say discipline, game plan discipline, personnel discipline, and just we allowed him to get into a rhythm, and he was shooting into a very big basket at the end. Tip your hat. He played great, made a lot of big shots for them, and we just couldn't get the stops that we needed to down the stretch.
Different game if you make your free throws and make a few more threes?
Yeah, that would have helped. I mean, that would have helped. Obviously, you go 3 of 23 from the three-point line. That's going to make it a lot harder. And then you miss 10 free throws. You get there 32 times, but you miss 10. So, yeah, we left a lot of points on the floor in that area. But we lost this game because we didn't defend anybody, point blank. So free throws would have been nice. A 3 here and there would have been nice. But the lack of defense in the second half was alarming.
What'd you make of Porter's night overall? He had a tough.
Every night's not going to be about Michael Porter. I mean, Michael Porter played fine tonight. He didn't make shots. He rebounded, but this loss has nothing to do with Michael Porter. The Denver Nuggets lost tonight. I don't want every game, every post-game news conference just being about Michael Porter. That's unfair to the other guys and unfair to him as well. Next question.
You've talked about how important rebounding is for this team, and when you out-rebound the other team, it boosts your chances of winning. Why do you think just that is, and why is that so important for you guys?
Well, I thought we did a pretty good job on the glass tonight until the fourth quarter. Obviously, that's when I thought they had their way with us on the offensive glass. But overall, we had rebounded them by 6, and we had 20-second chance points. So I think, to answer your question, for me, it kind of tells me whether or not we're in the fight. Are we going to be physical? Are we going to work? Are we going to own our spots to gang rebound and get out and run? And we did that for most of the game tonight, but down the stretch, once again, Sabonis gets 22, 10, and 15. Him and Doug McDermott were the 2 best players on the floor by far tonight, and his physicality in that fourth quarter was noticeable, and we did not match that, and that was unfortunate.
What'd you like about just that first 4-minute stretch of defense to open the first quarter? Because I think you guys held them without a point for like the first 4.5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, I wouldn't look too much into it. I think, yeah, they didn't score, but they missed shots. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say we were playing great defense. I thought the defense was pretty good, but they missed shots. But can you sustain it? Can you do it for 4 quarters? And we did not. We did it for 1 quarter tonight. After that, they shot 50, 60, 65, I think, the next 3 quarters. I thought the crucial part of that game was end of the third quarter, opening of the fourth quarter. Make it a game. You go back to your starting group, and we were just never able to kind of get our rhythm back on either end of the floor.
You guys struggled from outside. I think 3 of 23. Did you like the looks you were getting, or were they just not dropping?
I think some of them were good looks. I mean, obviously that's a tough shooting night when you go 3 of 23. But I thought we had some really good looks that didn't go down. Then we had some other looks that were probably we could have gotten better shots. So probably a combination in that regard, Mike.
The fourth quarter, where was the breakdown? Was it up front? Was it on the rotations on the backside, or was it everywhere?
When you give up 41 in a quarter, I think it's everywhere. I think it's definitely on the ball, which is where your defense always starts, and then it's communication behind that. We were leaving. I mean, Doug McDermott made 9 of what was he from the field? 9 of 10, 6 of 7 from 3, and a lot of those where he was naked, he was wide open. And, you can't leave the best shooter in the gym wide open. So I have to do a better job of helping our guys as well. If the game plan is not working, making the necessary adjustments, whatever it may be. And again, it's all year long. You want to go to your bench and going into a back-to-back and not overdo it with guys. But that was a huge stretch. And now you ask your starters to go back in there and stop a team that's hot and running and flying. And we weren't able to do that tonight. So hopefully our guys understand this is a 3-game business trip. And if we defend like we did in that second half, it's going to be a long trip.
PJ Dozier, he's been back and forth in 2-way contracts throughout his career, but he seems to have stepped into this role with a lot of confidence. What have you seen from him?
Yeah, I thought PJ, he's played 3 games for us now. The first game in Charlotte, I don't think we win that game without him. Golden State, I thought he struggled a little bit, but tonight I thought he had some really good minutes for us. He's done everything you can ask of him to do in the G League, put up unbelievable numbers. So now for him to get this opportunity while Jamal is out is only going to help his confidence. In my opinion, PJ is an NBA player, and I think in the 2 or 3 games that we've had, he's shown that, and I think he'll continue to show that for everybody else.